G'day guys, it's Dave Long here again from Dave Long Custom Lures. Back in the factory. Yeah, we're going to show you another pattern that I've done. I've done this one fairly recently, just to fill in a little bit of a gap for green and yellow and gold colours. What I've done, this is called a green tomato or green tomatoes. It's in a bagger, what I call a bagger group that I'm going to be making. Just a little bit different, a little bit sort of flashy. Nothing natural about it really, just different colours, and it might fit in your tackle box somewhere. It can be used in salt water or fresh, it doesn't really matter. I think it'll work well in both. It's just got the nice bling about it. So anyway, we're going to do this on this lure here, which is a 110 lure, minnow, shallow diver, deadly on a lot of species that I found, especially flathead. And also I've caught fairly large catfish on it in the freshwater. So it's a great lure, effortless casting, effortless retrieve, nice action to it. Doesn't dive real deep, but you don't need that in a lot of areas. Probably about 3 feet, but I'll tell you what, you can troll this, you can cast it. It's a great lure. I love it. I especially use it in salt water more than fresh, but yeah, it's only 110 long, and it's quite a, I'll just show you the profile of it. It's quite a wide looking lure, nice and pilchardly look. Anyway, we're going to do that pattern on this lure. Okay, so the first thing we'll do, I've done the whites all over. That's an undercoat. Now I'll go into the different colours I'll be using. I'll be using aluminium on the gills, right, and then I'll be using a black just to create a base for the stencil work we're going to use. And then we're going to, on the belly, I'm going to use my favourite golden yellow. I love this colour. It's just a brilliant colour to use if you're into making them. A little bit of gold again, so I'll be going for something flashy. We'll use the ink again, which is my favourite. Then we've got, I'm going to put a little bit of red under the head, so I'll use a wicked red. It's quite standoutish and bright. Alright, and then preparing for the another stencil, which is going to be one of these. This is like a Hessian mesh. I use this periodically. It's really versatile. You can actually flex it to any angle you like. No effort. It does fall apart a bit, but I got this at online, and I thought I'd give it a go, and I just use it for as for the bagger lures patterns. So I'll be using this predominantly for this type of pattern. and we're going to use white as a background underneath that first, and then I'll go over that white with a lime green. It's a pearl, and it's a lovely colour. You can probably see residual here on the actual stencil. Yeah, so it's a lovely colour. We'll use that, and then we're going to do the whole lure in UVLS. All right, and then we're going to put on the Candy 2O lemon yellow over the back only. Okay, so that'll just set it off nicely. Okay, so we'll get into it, and what have we got first? Aluminium on the gills. So I'll just check. Yep, that's going all right. So we're just going to check that through our. We're using the 0.2 mil airbrush. I'll just clean this out a little bit more. It's a little bit. Just make sure everything's clean and working okay. Because it's not a big lure, I'm going to be using this right through. So I'll just wipe that out a bit. Okay, that's better. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to put in the aluminium just on the gill. I might put that. I might just reduce that just a little bit with the reducer. I'll get another little container out. Shake it up. Not a bad colour. This. I use it a little bit for various things, especially scales and that type of stuff. There we are. Silver scales. Just mix that up a little bit. That's it. I hope that's enough. Should be. You don't need a lot of paint, as I've said many times. There we go. Just a bit there. That's it. We'll clean that out later on. And I'll just test it. That's it. Okay, so we're going to put this aluminium on the gills. Okay, I'll just go over both sides. I might just dry that off. Knock the air back a bit there. That's better. That's all we need. I'll wash that out. I reckon this lure would be great over the reefy areas like coral or rocks, that type of stuff. Just stands out a bit. Alright, we'll just dry that off. A little bit of a run there, but it's okay. We'll go over that. All right. Now, next step is we're going to put black underneath. That'll be the foundation for the scale mask later on. So we'll just do that. There we go. It's funny, you know, black seems a bit extreme for a base, but they've been using it for centuries on paintings and so forth. I think Rembrandt actually used it as a base for all his paintings. Yeah, I've used it too. I do paintings too, so it doesn't bother me. I do it just to bring out the colours a bit more. Okay, so black. Here we go. Oh, it's a bit runny, That's a bit runny. I might dry that off. Alright, we'll try that again. That's a bit better. Now I'll go down the sides a little bit. Not real heavy. That's it, just that's it. I might put the black on the eyes too. Just while I got it in the airbrush. That's it. We still see the silver on the gills, that's good. That's very good. That's enough. Alright, so we got our black on. I'll just clean that out. Make sure all the black's out. I want to contaminate other colours. Trying to get my words out this morning. Must be the excitement. Okay, that's good. That's done. Okay, so I'll just dry that off. Now we're going to put my favourite golden yellow on the belly. So just what I'll do, just to make it easier for myself, I'll just turn that around so I can get a good hit underneath there. Yeah, so when I say the belly, I'm saying right through, right underneath there, even up to the gill there. So we'll put that in. I'll pre-mix these just to save a bit of time, only because, you know, it can be a lengthy process sometimes to do these lures. There's a lot of preparation. Like I sat here for at least 40 minutes cleaning stuff. So this morning. Okay, there we go. So now we go on the golden yellow on the belly. I don't want to see any white, so I'm just feathering it up to the black there a little bit. That's it. It's a lovely colour. It's got no connection with what it originally is out of the bottle, but it comes out nice and bright. There we go. Another mix. I don't mind taking time on this because I don't want to mix the colours. I'm just letting that dry off a little bit too. We're going to dry it off properly. Give it a hit with this. That's pretty good. Okay, now we've got that on. I'm going to put on a small scale mask now, just to make a foundation. That's a bit loose. I'll just tighten it up. There you go. Okay, so we'll take that off eventually. I'll just get the mask ready. Use this. I like this idea. It is quick and effective. I got this off someone else, by the way, online. He's a great painter, and he's given me so much information and ideas. I'm so grateful for him. But I'll just now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the ink, the gold ink, that one there, and we're going to put small scale on the side of the lure. I might even encroach into the yellow, I might even encroach into the deeper black up on the shoulders there. We'll just see how it goes, but it doesn't matter. I think it'll just add to the effect. So I'll just put that on. And what I'm using here for scales, the small scales, is fly mesh. That's all it is. And it actually gives you a little hex stencil effect. When I say hex, that's 6 sides, and I can use this stencil over and over again. It lasts ages. All right, so that looks pretty good. So I'll just, if I can hold it like that and paint it, that's good. Okay, now I'll get the gold in. I'll just shake this up a bit. That's all right. I love this gold. It's it really is a very vibrant colour. And you know, if you're starting up, you'll find that there's so much out there with colours and manufacturers of colours and paints. You know, you can spend big dollars on it too, but the better quality the paint, the better quality you finish. Okay, so don't forget that. All right, so here we go. Gold in. I'll just put a little bit in there. That should do, I hope. I'll just take that easy. Make sure that lid's on. There we go. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying these videos. I'm enjoying doing them. I love this. It's just it's me all over. Okay, so Yeah, I'm going to do the scale work, as I said, on the side, and I may encroach into other areas, but it doesn't matter. I'll just give that a dry. One coat should do. We'll have a look. Oh yeah, that's nice. That is nice. So you'll see the scale work there. That's beautiful. That's what I'm after. Just that nice blingy look on the side there. That's great. I like that very much. We'll do the other side. I'll just make sure that's dry first. You know, I think this lure I'm making will be a good barrel lure too. A lot of clear water around at the moment, apparently, and in some of the dams, some will never get clear. I know that. Near. All right, we'll do the other side here, and I'm just making sure I got that down tight. You mightn't be able to see past my hand here, but I'm trying to keep tension on as much area as I can. I'll just try that. That's it. Should be alright. We'll just take that off. Oh, a little bit wet. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, that's come up really nice. If you can see that there, just a nice shimmer. That's good. Okay, so we'll just dry that off a little bit more, and just get that out of the way. Yeah, so it's coming up very nice. So I'll put that back on the old helping hands. What are we going to do? Oh, that's right, we're doing the red next. I might leave that like that. It's a lot easier because I can get directly underneath that. I'll just try that, tighten it up a bit. Sometimes they get a bit gummy. Okay, I've mixed up the red too, and just to make things a bit quicker, but I've got to clean this out first. Okay. Alright, so we get some red in the chamber now. I've mixed that up also. I've mixed them all up basically, just to make it a little bit quicker. Why put the red on? Well, you know, there is a theory that red is a good colour in the spawning season, which means turns them on or makes them aggressive, defensive. I'll just test that. Rightio. So yeah, that's the theory, and I'm not too sure. I've never really tested that out, but I'm going to be making some lures or patterns with a bit of red in them, just as a backup. So anyway, we'll do that later on. I'll just put some red on the throat. Not a lot. There we go. That's perfect. Yeah, that just sort of sets it off. Still got the silver there on the gill, silver there, that's good. Black eye, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. Alright, we'll clean that out. Concentrating here and cleaning this. That's why it's gone quiet. But anyway, I'll keep talking. I'll dry that off under there. I'll dry that, get that tissue in there too. It might help a bit. Just want to make sure that red's, it's a pretty definite colour, that one. That's better. This looks coming out of the gum. Just put another run of water through there. It's better. Yeah, so yeah, it's coming up okay. We've got a very nice scaly effect on it at the moment. That will change later on, but that's okay. It'll still be there in some form. Sort itself out. Right, now we've got the next step is we're going to put we've got black on the back, so we've got enough black there, that's okay. You normally put a bit more black on the back of it. I might dry that off too. I think there's enough black there for later on. Okay, so now we're going to use the other mask, the bagger's mask, and that's all it is. It's just a Hessian baggy material, and it just gives a different effect. So yeah, we're going to use white first up. So what I might do is actually envelop that like that, and we'll just do sections. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll take that off, hoping I won't scratch that paint, and we'll just do that. That's it. Actually reminds me of island cooking, doesn't it? Putting something in leaves and cooking on the fire. That's my imagination going wild here. Alright, so we'll just, I've got these dog clips that I'll use here. I'll just see if we can get some sort of tension on it. There we go, like that. That should work. I'll just do one there, and there. I could hold it with my hand, but it might get a bit fiddly. There we go, just a little bit firm. Don't want to scratch that paint. That's the last thing I want to do. That one's coming up a bit loose. So, I've got all the time in the world. I don't know about you guys, but There we go. I think that I think that should be enough. Maybe a bit tighter. There. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. So we've only done it on the shoulders and back for this. So first I'll put the white on, and that'll give the lime green that we'll use to put on eventually last, that'll give it a bit of foundation. Alright, so I've already mixed the whites. I hope we've got enough. Might not have enough. Yeah, I might get a bit more mix there because just in case, you know, just a little bit more. That's the white with detailed whites. Now it's not coming out. And I know why. We're using the wrong bottle. Okay, so there we go. Just a little bit more. Put in another 3 drops. I'll just reduce that a little bit. Not too much. That's it. Yeah, that might help. Now, if you're asking yourself, does this guy painting here, does he talk to himself? I said, well, yeah, I do actually. I have arguments with myself. But I never lose, you know. That's the main thing. All right, so now we're going to put the effect on. Now, this is totally up to you. I just do it randomly. Wherever I do the whites, I'll put the green down. All right, so let's get this. All right, that's coming out okay. We'll just go over there. It is a long lure, so there we go. A bit there, we might go around the back here. Oh, that's alright. I'm trying to be too gentle there. I'll just come up the top there a little bit. That's it. And I might go in the middle there. Not too much. Just come over the top there. And down on the tail. Yeah, I think that should be enough. So this is going to give that lime green a little bit of foundation there. So anyway, that's it. We've overdone it with the white. I'll just push that back in there. We might use that later on, you never know. And we'll just wash this out. It's another fairly sunny day. You get these clouds come through which block out the sun a little bit, but if it does rain it won't bother us. We're inside in the factory. Thinking about redesigning the factory too, so oh man, there's a lot of things going through my head at the moment. Alright, so let's see. Now I'll dry that off just a little bit. Okay, now we're not going to take that mask off. I call it a mask or a stencil, whatever you want to call it, but we're not going to take it off. We're going to put this lime green on where the white is only. Okay, I've mixed that. I hope we got enough of that. So if you're watching from overseas, welcome. I hope it's helping you guys with a little bit. I'll tell you what, I'm by no means a good or fantastic painter, but I do like to think I'm creative, which is okay by me. That's enough. I'll just see if that works. It's a bit of a mess. Might need a bit more of that, I'm afraid. We might try a bit more because as I'm spraying it, it's really pouring out. There, just so I don't run out. And I'll reduce that. Alright. So that didn't save much time at all, did it? Anyway, that's how it goes. It's a lovely colour, this one. There we go. I'll have to clean out a few containers later on. Okay, I'll try that. Huh? There we go. So, now I'll just go over the whites. So it sort of gives you an idea. If you go the white first, it gives you an idea where to go back to, doesn't it? Okay. There we go. And we didn't need all that paint. There you go. Oh no, you can never win, can you? Okay, doesn't matter. We might be able to use that later on, something else. I'm doing a couple today. So anyway, I'll just wash that out. That is a metallic grit, so I'll clean that right out properly. Might gum up the needle a bit. I'll actually clean the needle a little bit too. What I've got is just a little jar of water in it and a sponge, and I don't actually, I try to be gentle with it because I don't want to bend the needle. And that helps clean there's some green coming in. That's a bit better. Yeah, when you clean that needle, it gums up occasionally and dries up. That's why I call it a dry needle. Okay, I'm going to heat that and just set it. Whoops, had a mishap there. Okay, so there we go. Now, we'll take that off very gently. I hope I haven't scratched the paintwork, but anyway, we'll have a look. There we go. There it is there. So it's got that effect, hasn't it? It's got that, I don't know, it's got that window look about it. Okay, and we've still got the scales underneath, that's good. I like that. Oh yeah, got that bling there, that's good. That's good. Alright, so now we'll go over the top of that. Over the back only, with the lemon yellow. Okay, that's the set off. I hope I mixed enough of that, because I am a little bit scruple. I think that's the word, scruple or scruple, or I don't know, one of those words. Now, I'll just mix this up a little bit more before I go ahead with it. I mixed this half an hour ago. So it's been sitting there all along actually. Just get that in. Yeah, that's enough, I think. I'll just check something too. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now, so we're going to just go over the back there with the lemon yellow, and that should set it off a bit. Just on the back. And you know what we forgot to do? Was seal it. Anyway, we might do that after we do this. I don't think we've scratched anything. I'll just check. No, everything's alright. Yeah, lemon yellow, it's not a strong candy O, it just mellows out the darker colours a little bit. It's not going to change everything too dramatically, it never does. But I like putting it over the top of green too. As you can see, that's really washed it out a bit, which is good. I didn't want it too dominant, the black. Yeah, that's come out really nice. Just concentrate up on the head there. I'm just going over it gently. There we go. I think that's it. Okay, so we'll dry that out. Yeah, that's come up alright. It's got that, looks like a window reflection, doesn't it, from a chapel or something like that. Yeah, I don't mind that. You can see how that would be a good one over like reefy areas, and it just flashes a bit. It's got a bronzy look to it. Goldy look to it, green, a bit of red, yellow, yeah, sort of. I'll just dry that off. I'm just using air now out of the airbrush. That's come up really nice, I like that. Very nice. And we're going to use red eyes on this. if I've got them. I'll have a look. I'm still waiting on some eyes to come through the mail. It's taking a while. You see that? That's it. See the scales. Very nice. I'm going to go on a trip very soon for 3 weeks, and I'll periodically send through more videos, but I might even take this lure up with me if it's ready, and I should be ready. I'll make it ready, and I might even use it up there on the beaches and in the freshwater north of Harvey Bay. I reckon it's got a lot of potential, that pattern. I might make other coloured patterns, not patterns, but other colours, just to complement a little range of these. I think they'll come up nice, very nice. It's sort of got a 3D effect to it too, with the bigger pattern on top of the little pattern. Just dry that off a little bit. That's it. We've got a bit of cleaning up after this. I must say, alright, that's not too bad. I'll leave that just to settle a bit. And we'll get some UVLS finally over the top of everything there. Alright. I'll mix that up in here. It's a bit dirty. Okay, let's get that there. And this UVLS, yeah, mighty stuff. It's really worth its weight in gold, I reckon. It's well, I hope they keep producing it. It's just so good for. It fills in that gap of sealing, paintwork, and bringing out the colours. I'll put this on, and you'll see this just stand out a bit more. It's very nice. Okay, you've got to reduce it, otherwise it'll just gum up with the airbrush. You don't want that. Yeah, I don't like that. That's come up really nice.